morning, second grade. Hope you don't mind that I put my fancy hair on today. So we're going to do something a little bit different. This may be something that you need a little bit of your parents' help from, but I think you can also do it on your own once your parents kind of guide you on what to do. So we're going to do a counting collection from the house, and you're going to find something that you have a lot of. It could be your Legos. It could be, like I'm using today, some pasta. It could be cereal, goldfish crackers, maybe Q-tips, cotton balls, something that you just have a lot of that you can count, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to bring those to a place where you can count them. Now, I don't know about you, but when we're counting in our classroom, I know we want to keep them organized, but we also, here at home, we have something that we can use that makes it even easier to keep us organized. So I bet every one of you, your parents have what's called a muffin tin, right? So you can ask your parents if you can borrow their muffin tin, and you're going to take just a large handful of whatever it is that you're counting, a couple handfuls, maybe like 2 or 3 handfuls, and dump them out. Okay, so what I did was I don't necessarily have to count this entire box. You don't have to count every single Lego you have. Just take a bunch out and make a good pile that you want to count, okay? Then for me, I thought it was easiest if I counted my collection and I organized them in my muffin tin. And what I did was when I organized, it's really hard for me to show you this. Couldn't get my ladybug to work on our computer, so we're making this work. But every section that I have, I made them groups of what? What do you think I probably did? I did groups of 10s. And so that's a lot of times what we do when we're in our class. We make groups of 10s. And so you can put them into these muffin tins as groups of 10. And so if you see what I've done here already, I've already counted groups of 10. So I already have all of these filled up. And then I know you can't see, but I have a small handful left over that I haven't counted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count my leftovers and I'm going to put them in. So you would start from the beginning and you would put these into groups of 10s. And so for me, it was easier instead of just going 1, 2, 3. I chose to count by 2s, and maybe that's what you would like to do. So I have my leftover pasta, and I'll show you in my hand. Again, I wish I had met ladybug. I have 2, 4, 6, you can count with me, 8, 10. So now I have another group of 10s. Because I've made my group of 10, I'm going to go over here in my muffin tin, and I'm going to put them into one of my containers, one of my little sections. Now I still have some pasta left over, and if I count the leftover pasta, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So is that a group of 10? It's not. So I don't want to put it in a muffin tin if it's not a group of 10. So I'm going to leave those outside of the muffin tin by themselves. And I'm going to count my full collection and see how many I have now, just like you would do at school. So because they're so easily divided, I can easily count by groups of 10 to figure out how many I have. So you guys count with me, groups of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Remember our leftovers, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. So how many pieces of pasta total do I have? 95. That's right. I have 9 groups of 10 with 5 ones left over. So I have 95. So if you have a piece of paper near you, write the number 95 because that's my number in my counting collection. Now, what I want you to do is go find your own counting collection. Find something that you want to count. Pasta, Legos, Q-tips, whatever it is that you have a bunch of. Go put a big pile somewhere. Ask if you can borrow the muffin tin from your parents. Go count them up. And then what I want you to do is I want you to compare your number to what my number was. So how many did I get total? 95. So go write that down somewhere, 95. Then after you count yours, I want you to write your number down. And then I want you to make a number sentence. I want you to write 95 is less than your number, 95 is greater than your number, or 95 is equal to your number. Maybe you'll get 95 exactly. And remember, let's use those symbols we've talked about. You can use words also, but remember, we've been talking about those symbols, the less than and greater than symbol. Those are probably not the same. You can't see them the right way, but you know which one they are. Less than, greater than, or equal to. So remember to use your symbols and write that number sentence and compare. And that's all you have to do today. You can share that with somebody, share with them what your counting collection was so that they know what your number was compared to what Miss Kayson's number was. So hope you have a happy Friday.